What's going on, guys? Armand here. So last night DJI finally released the January update for the Mavic 3, the one we've been waiting on, the one that adds all the features to the drone finally. So if you watched my video from about 2 weeks ago, you'll know I was having some connection issues between the RC Pro and even the original remote that the drone came with. Remote controller not bound. That's not what I want to hear. So I did actually send the RC remote back to DJI before the latest update was released, and from what I've been reading on the forums, that I guess the problems have been fixed, so that's good. I haven't had a chance to take this out for a proper flight yet, but we're going to today. And the first test I want to do with the new firmware update is honestly to just see if the drone can stay connected to the controller for at least maybe 10-15 minutes or so, because last time, if you watch that video, after 4 or 5 minutes, like, it just kept disconnecting. It kept saying like aircraft not connected to the remote controller. So I'm gonna do a stopwatch and see if it stays connected. All right, so this thing's been connected for about 10.5 minutes. Never disconnected once, never had any connectivity issues. No satellites because I'm indoors right now. I'm about to go outside and test that. So let's go check that out. So I've been out here for about 3 minutes or so, kind of going between 5 and 6 satellites. So yeah, we'll see how long it takes. If you don't know, you need 8 satellites to hover and at least 12 to actually fly. If you have more than 12, that's obviously preferred. So there's no connection issues. Oh, just hit 8 satellites. Yeah, luckily we're having some nice weather today and finally not raining here. One thing I really like that they did with the new version of the Fly app is they put your aperture, ISO, and shutter speed all in one spot, so you don't need to like click on each one individually. Now you can change them all in one spot, which is really great. Oh, we're picking up some more satellites finally. 12 satellite, bouncing between 11 and 12. Been out here for about 5 minutes now. Okay, so it seems that the connection issue between the RC and the actual drone itself isn't really having problems anymore, but the satellite grabbing is still kind of taking a while. I noticed in the last version of the firmware, it kind of had the same issue. This seems to be grabbing it like slightly quicker, but still it shouldn't be taking this long to grab satellites. I'd be really interested to see when I get my RC Pro back if it's having the same issues as it did before, or if maybe they fixed it, or maybe if the firmware update will fix it, so we'll see. All right, we got 9 satellites. I'm just gonna try it. It seems like the drone is just kind of drifting by itself and it's not windy out here or anything. So when I did take it up above the trees, it was actually able to grab 20 satellites. So that is good. Maybe it's just the area I'm in right now. You know what, let's try one of these new modes out. See how panorama mode look. Okay, well that's interesting. There we go. Okay, so that's cool. There's different versions of the pano you can take. You can do a sphere, 180, wide angle, vertical. We have hyperlapse now. We have quick shots. We have master shots. We have normal video mode. We have it basically all the features now, so that's good. So far, no issues with the drone. So I think I'm happy to say that DJI actually fixed it, luckily. I don't know if you can see this, but you can kind of see the camera's freaking out a little bit while it's up there. It's kind of like flickering and weird as I'm getting like closer to the sun, but when you actually shoot directly into the sun, it doesn't have issues anymore, so I don't know what's up with that. Okay, so they said they also sharpened the explore mode where it zooms in really far, and from what I can tell, it actually looks like they did. I wish explore mode wasn't locked to 4K 30. That kind of sucks, but I mean, how often are you actually going to use that, honestly? All right, so I'm gonna bring the drone back. Okay, so overall, I think DJI fixed all the issues. Haven't had any problems with it so far on that little test flight. Stayed connected the whole time. Never had any weird bugs or glitches besides like, the screen freaking out a little bit. Yeah, I guess my thoughts overall is I wish DJI wouldn't have rushed this product, because now that makes them look bad, but I'm glad it is fixed. I would still recommend this drone. I think if you were an early adopter like myself, maybe you're a little bit salty about this now, but I can assure you at least my version is fixed. I'm really interested to see if the RC Pro has the same issues it did before with the new update when I get it back from DJI. So yeah, we're gonna leave it there. Thank you guys so much for watching. Like the video, subscribe if you aren't, and I will see you guys very soon.